If I go online and search the value of this cute little precious moment here, the value ranges from $9 to $40. Now, that value was determined based on something, maybe how old it is, how rare it is, its condition. So there are factors that influence the value of it. But there was not just one value assigned, there's a range. So then that tells me there's other things at play. It's not just about its condition and its rarity. There have to be some other things like opinions and preferences that people assign to this little precious moment. And maybe some person would pay more because they really love precious moments and they collect them and they think they're going to be worth something in the future. Other people may think this is just a piece of ceramic and they have no interest, and so it's not worth anything. The value of something really comes down to what someone will pay for it. I could tell you this is worth $1,000. But if I can't sell it for $1,000, then it's really not worth it. What are we worth? How are you assigning value to your own self-worth? It's not as easy of a question. But we do tend to assign some kind of value, not a number, not a monetary number, but we have ideas about, our self-worth. And a lot of times things come into play like opinions, comparison, our idea of what we think we should be. So there's a lot of different things that can inform what we feel like our self-worth is. But just like this, we are worth really only what someone would be willing to pay. Now, the ultimate price has already been paid for us when Jesus died on the cross. There is no bigger price. And he didn't just die for me and not you. He died for all of us. So we all have intrinsic value and worth. I want to read to you about self-worth from the journal. And this is in the receive section about how we can embrace and receive self-worth for ourselves. The quote is, "You are valuable because you exist, not because of what you do or what you have done, but simply because you are." That quote's by Max Lucado. Self-worth is the deep understanding and belief that we are valuable not because of what we do, but because of who we are in God's eyes. It is the recognition that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, created in God's image, and loved unconditionally. This belief in our inherent worth allows us to stand confidently in our identity as beloved children of God, and without needing to prove ourselves or seek validation from others. True self-worth is not about arrogance or pride, but about embracing our unique gifts and understanding that we are worthy of respect, love, and care simply because of who we are. It's knowing that our value isn't defined by external factors such as success, appearance, or other people's opinions. When we root our worth in God's love and purpose for our lives, we are free to make choices that honor our true selves. Understanding our self-worth also enables us to set healthy boundaries, show grace to ourselves, and respond to challenges with resilience. It empowers us to live authentically and to love others without feeling depleted. Embracing our self-worth leads to living a life filled with confidence, peace, and purpose, reflecting God's love and truth in everything we do. When we truly believe in our worth, we are equipped to fulfill the purpose He has called us to with joy and conviction. As I read through that, how do you feel about your own self-worth? Do you acknowledge that you have worth just because you are a human? Do you acknowledge and agree that you are worthy because of the price that was already paid for you? And if not, then there is something you need to release. This is where those external factors can come into play, the comparison, judgment, perfectionism, a lot of things, if I just go in here in the table of contents under the release section, a ton of things, envy, expectations that we have of ourselves, fear, guilt, shame, pride, regret, self-doubt, self-pity, shame. There's so many things that can stand in our way of truly receiving and believing that we have self-worth, that we are worthy. And like it said in here, this is not about being arrogant or prideful. That's not what self-worth is. This figurine isn't like having any pride or arrogance about itself. It can stand firm in its worth, because what someone pays for it is what it knows its value is, assuming it has a brain. We can stand firm in knowing that the price that was paid for us is above any price that can ever be paid. And so why would we doubt our worth when God doesn't? Isn't God smarter than us? Doesn't he know better than us? If he thinks we're worthy, who are we to say that we're not? So reflect on that for yourself. If you are struggling, and I think we all do at times, if you are struggling with your worth, what is it that you need to release? And I encourage you, if you don't have the journal, go purchase that. If not, just think for yourself, what is it that is standing in the way of you accepting and believing that you have worth? And start asking yourself the question, why is that? How is that affecting my life? What might it look like if I was able to release that and fully embrace the fact that I do have worth? All right, have a great day.